Does it also reduce cost?
Of course. At the end of the day, it reduces cost extensively. The Minister of Power talk about looking at privatizing the transmission, this thing, which is great news. Because we're talking of, well, the initial aspiration was 40,000 megawatts. Now it's been reduced by half to 20 by 2020. When you do that, and you use the rule of thumb of 0.2 million scov to 1 megawatt, you know the volume of gas we're talking about? Can the system handle it? And we're talking about, this is 2014, 6 years away.
Which means that if we have such a volume of gas, it wouldn't just cater to the companies we have. We can even, of course, continue to sell as we always do. And so that's more money in the government coffers to do other businesses in the society.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, but one thing you must appreciate is this, and for me, it's something we need to also appreciate, that government is looking at this. One is the fact that we're moving from huge flaring to gradual utilization of the gas. So the windows are opening up. The challenge we have is that it's just like saying that you look at the London Underground and you tell them, modernize everything tomorrow. It's not going to happen. They are modernizing every day. Construction is going every day. The same way in Nigeria, we built these things for many years. Some of them were pre-colonial. Some of them were during colonial. Some of them were post-colonial. And some of them recently. You have all manner of technologies converging to deliver power. Some of the people that designed the first generation, in fact, some of the companies have closed down, possibly. So you have to find out the architecture. You don't even know the nodal points of some of them, because people dig everywhere every day. You go on Lagos Road, people are digging. Then they come about one point of power supply, and then they cover it up, they go to another. So you have all these challenges. So it's something that is quite comprehensive, beyond just writing on paper.
So at this point in time, is it necessary for the president to reappraise this reform?
I don't think there is any more work that has to be done in terms of documentation, reviews, analysis, assessment that has not been done. At this point where we are in is to now determine pattern of implementation. So we have sold. So we need to determine where is the emergency point. You see, everything has to work concurrently, parallel. Generation must work, transmission must work, distribution must work.
And all of them
metering
must
work.
All of them have the challenge.
We have challenges, so we need to determine where is the emergency point. That is the first point. So once you deal with that, people will have access to this power from that point. Then you can start to deal with the other ones. While you will not neglect one for another, but the emergency point takes a lot more attention, takes a lot more investment, you deal with that. Then the others, then you start to deal with them from the sides. Okay. So once that is happening, people see quality of service delivery, everybody becomes committed and excited because I'm making more money. I mean, banks, companies, industries complain about how much they spend on diesel, for example. Once we all have power, if government says pay more, we all pay more. When we pay more, if the private sector, I mean, the companies that own this asset say pay more, we pay more because we now know that I don't use generator anymore. So once that happens, really, I don't think we say it. It's on the street language. Everywhere you go, you hear it. That even if you have to pay more, people are willing, in a way, to pay more because they know that there is cost savings at the end of the day. So this is very important. Imagine the number of lives that have been lost buying petrol, storing petrol. All this will become something of the past. Imagine the number of people that have died trying to tap current free of charge. Once you deal with all this, I think we will have. Generally, we're talking about the entire growth of the economy. So it's not something we just play with. It's very critical.
Mr. Edet.
I think the emergency point have been identified. If you recall, gas emergency was declared some time ago. It is how they go about it that is key. Yeah. One will expect more engagement. The government need to engage the gas supplier effectively And like I said earlier on, it should be a form of a carrot and stick engagement process.
So we should have more interventions, financial interventions, more like
well, part of it, but a lot more.
Well, we'll keep our fingers and we'll keep our eye on those a lot more that we're expecting to come up. But thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on the program this morning.
Thank you very much.
Well, I've been speaking with the Head Development Finance of Heritage Bank, Segun Akanji, and the Chairman, Power Group of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Effiom Edet, and we've been looking at power sector reforms and in particular the challenges of financing, since Segun says it's not an issue, it's just a challenge, and it's something that will definitely be sorted out as the days come. Of course, so we know that a legacy 213 billion naira has been given an intervention fund for legacy gas debts, and that is just the start of it. Definitely, if all the issues, particularly as regards gas, is addressed, and all the other issues that were mentioned by both gentlemen on the program this morning, we should definitely see a pickup in power sector electricity generation in the country. But that's the program for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Harriet Agbini.